Hi, my name is Jason. I'm here to talk about my experience as a recent revert to Islam. I was given a book by a friend. It says right here, how to pray. So I appreciate that very much. And I use this, being very new, as there is a specific way to pray in Islam. What I learned and what I experienced there is that the timing throughout the day, it changes within the seasons, essentially where the sun is at and how the length of the day is in terms of the times to pray. The times to pray, to me, what I find real healthy about it is the regulatory process, the scheduledness, the rhythm within that you are pray, whether it be at dawn, midday, if you do the afternoon pray, the pray at dusk and the nighttime prayer. They're very scheduled, very rhythmic, which is something that's very healthy, and it's good to practice from a young age all the way to old, because you can maximize, by doing this, you learn to maximize time and plan things out essentially so that you can get everything done. One thing I found interesting in the praying not only is the times, is the specificness of the way you're supposed to face, and I believe that is towards Mecca. In this, you have lots of apps that can show you the way, the correct direction to pray. So I found that quite interesting in terms of using maps or being specific in terms of the attention there, especially within just the direction that you're facing. Another part of the Islamic practice that I really enjoy is what I believe is called udu. This is you have to have a clean area to pray in, a quiet area. You would then wash your hands and face and arms and feet in a certain way. So being a practice, this is a good practice in terms of hygiene. So you get to learn good hygiene practices as certain things break udu, and then you would have to do this again before you pray. So I kind of found that pretty interesting. And learning the postures is interesting as well too. I find them pretty healthy as well too, as you get to move and bend and stretch, prostrate, certain positions. But yet you're doing it timed with certain words, so you're actually working different motor skills along with verbal skills and mental skills, as I definitely have not remembered all the prayers yet, but I am practicing them every day. So I know within time I will pick up the correct Arabic words to say at the right time to show my appreciation for worship of Allah. Another thing that I've experienced being new to Islam is the concept of eating halal. I've heard the name, just like kosher in other religions, just like many trends that are out today that people eat a certain diet this way or that way. But what I find most interesting about cultures and diet and food is how they go together in terms of building health within that particular area. The eating of halal, I really appreciate some of the things that I've read within the Qur'an. I believe it was within the Qur'an about what foods to eat. And something that, being someone who's fascinated by food, this contact or this connection with halal I can resonate with very easily in terms of things about eating pure and whole foods. I believe that to be extremely healthy as well too. And the one reason, I'm just going to touch on this real quick about the healthy, I keep going after the healthy things. These healthy activities, they can then help build a healthy mind, healthy state of mind, healthy body, which will help us build, make good decisions in building a healthy society as well too. But in terms of food, I like to eat particular types of food. Well, maybe not types of food, but maybe the way the foods are handled and processed from the beginning until the end. So maybe the way something is grown, maybe the way that something is raised. I believe that a Muslim needs to slaughter the meat in a particular way to make it halal. So some of these small things that may not make sense to some people, to me they make plenty of sense. Is the particular way that this is done, it's actually, if you get to the molecular level of things, it's very beneficial for you in terms of health. Of eating healthy meats and food for you, it's a humane way, as you're showing a high level of appreciation and for what Allah has created on earth, and before you eat it. So again, eating halal is something that's pretty interesting, as there's been, just like praying, I'm learning how to adapt this into my life. So there is a learning curve in terms of measuring, thinking consciously about some decisions that you come about during the day, where you're checking yourself whether you're praying on time, whether you're saying the praying the right way, whether you are doing the wudu before praying. Just like eating, you would need to be aware of where you're eating, where you're getting your food from, as this body was given to you from Allah, and these ways that I'm learning is a good way. What I've noticed, in my lifetime, this is also a good way to respect the body, the nature of the body, and how it responds to different things that you put in it to get more positive things out of it. So again, the praying and the eating halal, it's definitely something that I have in this short time